Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Good to see everyone. Been a long time. Been working too hard. Just came on today to thank everyone and wish them a happy new year and hope everything was good last year and hope it's better this year. Perma Farm from Wisconsin. Good to see you. The Anointed One. Great to see you, Allie. Serving from home. Great to see you. Glad everyone could come in here and join us. Emergency Vehicles, great to see you. Sports Fan, always a blessing. Thanks for joining us. I don't know where Merle is. I tried to call him, but he was, hey Fred, how's it going? Good to see you. Couldn't get a hold of him, so I figured I'll just go solo for a while. I'm sure he'll pop in here. So hope everyone is doing awesome well. And hope everybody had a safe holiday season. But, so far I've been really busy, and it was kind of nice to have some time off, and I figured I'd get on here to thank all my subscribers and my fellow YouTube family for sticking with us. Hey James, how's it going up there? I should say down there. Good to see you. So tonight is just going to be just a say hi to everyone and see how everyone is doing. I don't got too much stuff here. I kind of quit listening to the news because the news is depressing. And with everything going on around here, I guess the biggest news is we're getting to install a Vermont wood castings wood stove for the living room. So we've been working on that and trying to get the project going and building the hearth and the wood or the floor and the wall part of it. So it's been taking up a lot of our time, but it's a fun project. So you always need a second source of heat. Yeah, serving from home, it's there's always getting too nasty out there. So I figured I'm just gonna chill out and stay away from the news for a while. And been working so much, I just decided to take some time off and just relax for once. Y'all can hear me pretty good? Everything good and loud? Ducan 1900, great to see you. Guys, check each other out too. You know, there's a lot of good people on here that come, and when we can get on here and check them out, if you don't have them, give them a sub and show them some of that love. Thanks, everyone. So one of the things that a lot of people have been asking is how we do this, and what kind of software I use, what kind of mics I use, all that kind of stuff. And tell you the truth, all I use is OBS and this mic. But I do have probably second to none on the new computer, so it does help a lot. And thanks everyone for stopping in and saying hi. James, you're close to the 450 subs. I'd appreciate it if you could sub. Well, guys, go check out James O'Brien. He's got a dairy farm, and you'll enjoy the stuff that he has there. So you can check him out. You're welcome, Allie. I try, that's the other thing is, when people try to bring you down, and I think I got off of YouTube land just in time for all the drama and chaos to hit the screens, and it was a blessing all the way through. I was able to dodge that bullet, I guess, as you would say. But in a little while here, it'll be a new year, and it's a brand new time, and we can all start over. That's a wonderful thing about the new year is you can forget the past and remember and start a new one. So from Zero Homestead, I don't think I have that one. Gotta check that out. Yep, I do. I thought so. But That's one wonderful thing about the new year is that you can forget what happened last year. And remember, guys, make sure you're saying your prayers for those that are unfortunate. And there's a lot of people around the holidays that are depressed. Loved ones have died and stuff like that. So keep that in your memory banks and send out a much needed prayer to them that are feeling that way. Because there's a lot of people out there that holidays kind of bring them down. You guys don't forget to flip over your your top chat to live chat. That does help out. But otherwise, I see everyone else is doing good. All I'm actually surprised that there's 10 people in here, considering I've been gone for months. So that's good to know. Either that, or you guys are like me and just stay at home and are a bunch of homebodies, and you see that came up. So, James, we don't do too much Christmas. Yeah, sports fan, with me being on so much time, with me at work is just 6 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day. I don't have time for anything anymore. So being a machinist, and we do a lot of stuff for the military, and we are been just jam-packed, swamped for. It's been going since October. I've been doing a lot of overtime. But don't worry, we're always here. Can't get any trouble in the middle of wintertime here in the Northwoods. It's either cold and that's a goofy thing here is we still have grass, and it's going to be January 1st here in a little bit. But it's really good to see everyone. I'm glad to see Fred and Sports Fan and Anointed One and all you guys out there that are sitting in the background that aren't chatting. It's really good to see you. Hopefully Merle will hop on here sometime. I don't know how long I'll be on. I just wanted to stop in and say hi to everyone and see how everyone is doing. And yeah, Sports Fan, I've been pretty constantly busy all the time. Having the homestead and plus working as much as I do, it's something had to give. So unfortunately, YouTube don't pay the bills yet. Thanks, Allie. Yeah, I do. I try to help everybody, and I try to give everyone the benefit of doubt. And we've all been down, and we've all been into the bad places, I should say. Yep, perma-farm. Calling the 4040s. It's crazy weather up here. I don't know. Emergency. Good to see you. All right, James. Thanks for stopping in, and have a safe New Year. God bless and take care. Thanks, Allie. Yeah, it's if you let other people take you down, and you can't help anybody if you're in an area of your life that you're yourself are getting attacked, and so it's best to stay away from that kind of stuff, and always remember that love one another, be kind to one another. Thanks, Sports Fan. You guys are always in my prayers. I'm always worried that you guys are in trouble or not. Some people, I don't know if you guys have heard, but a good sister of ours, yeah, she had a heart attack, and she's been fighting that now for a while, and she's a really, really good person. So if you guys can remember, please keep Sybil in your prayers, because she does need it. She's had a really, really, you can't tell it, but she's had a hard 10, well, since Katrina, she's been having a hard time getting her self back up and running. Yep, Allie, we are. We're in God's hands. Truth Freeze, how is it going? Good to see you. Yeah, Sybil's been a part of this channel since we started, and she's a really, really educated, loving, God-fearing woman, and she's in some time of some nice, strong prayers to keep her in line, or I should say keep her in line, but to help her out. That is awesome. Emergency, you're 7 away from the 1730 mark. Well, there's 9 people in here that are emergency, so if they want to go check you out and do that, that'd be great. So back to what I was saying is a lot of people have been asking how we do this, and I think this year, if I do have time. Yeah, Fred, as your Sybil. You got it. She just sent me an email, and that's is roughly. I feel bad on my part because I'm terrible at answering my phone. I half the time I have it on vibrator off, and my emails and all that stuff are on there. And I just like a week ago saw the email from her, so I hope she's doing well. I was hoping she'd see this and come on tonight, but she might not be doing so hot. Well, emergency, I hope they don't hit you, and I hope that you take care and be safe. Yeah, Fred, I'll tell you what, she's on a top notch when it comes to the wild edibles and medicinal plants. She's trying to help out people that are disabled in wheelchairs so that they can cope with what's coming. And I mean, she's just a solid, good-hearted woman, and now she needs our prayers. So. And if you go stop on her channel and you just tell her I sent you, and we're all praying for her. I'll throw up her link here, so those that don't have Sybil can go check her out. Her channel's name is Sybil Practical Living. Really, really good sister in Christ. It's actually good to. Yep, Fred. She's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful woman. And you know, we get up in these ages here. Hey, John, how's it going? Good to see you. You know, we're all getting up here in these age groups, and just a matter of time before something. I mean, it's going on 4 years ago. I had a what they call a mini stroke, working too much, working too hard. So I had to back off. So I know it's not comfortable. It's not fun, and it puts a lot of worry and a lot of stress on your family and friends and loved ones. So, and as healthy as you can be, it's in your genes. And there's another one right there, my sister Sandy K. I hope you're doing good, sister, and I've been praying and praying and praying for you too. And I don't know if you know there's Sandy, but Sybil had a heart attack. So I'm just letting everybody know, keep her in your prayers. I know it's been a couple weeks already, but I haven't checked my messages. Yeah, John, it was not fun at all. that, Truth. We just bought one last year that we did our apple juice that I really enjoyed. It was really good. It worked really well. Yeah, I don't remember the name of ours, but it was I got a video out there for it, but it made some wonderful apple juice, and then on the top of that, you can turn it around and use a byproduct and make some apple butter with it, or applesauce. Excuse me, or whatever you want to make. Yeah, the holidays has not always been pleasant for a lot of people, and a lot of times there's suicide rates are up. Everything is going that way. Um, if you look at what's going on with your economy and stuff like that, there's a lot of people out there that are worried because like December here is supposed to be the highest shopping spree, and you should see everything going up, and it's been pretty flat, and actually people are returning gifts. So what you actually see in the mainstream media and what is actually going on out there are two different things. So I'm in northern Wisconsin, up by Rhinelander, up there, Perma Farm. Yeah, truth. We can use ours for a distiller too, and for the water and stuff like that. So it does. It's a great thing to have for multi purposes. With the wood stove we're putting in, I'm turning more to the cast iron stuff now. That way I can cook and do all that stuff. Yeah, John, depression during the holidays is terrible. People lose loved ones, suicide rates go up. It's a sad, sad thing. There was the other thing I heard on the radio is they're giving out these high interest rate loans for those people that can't afford to pay the bills, and it's like if you're in credit card debt from buying Christmas presents, I don't think you should be buying Christmas presents. But people will do that. So, and the FICO score, they just redid all the numbers and jacked up everybody's credit card so that they have better credit, so that they go out and spend money that they don't have. They try to put money back into the system. So there's a whole bunch of tricks that are going on out there right now that are not in mainstream media. We really need to be careful on that, because if you can't afford your bills now and you go out and spend $1,000 buying Christmas presents, well, you couldn't buy 1,000 before, so you had to borrow that 1,000, and then you're tight the way it is. And during the winter season, holiday seasons, it can put somebody in a real bad predicament. So that's how the depression starts, the stress starts, all that other stuff, and then you get into all those things, which are not good. Yeah, John, it's not. And I don't understand why. I guess I just don't see the concept of it. But yep, truth. It's getting to the point where there's a lot of times and a lot of people, and I I've got a lot of stuff in the stock markets. I got my 401ks. I've done all that stuff too, and it's getting pretty sketchy. You think about it. Stock market in New York closes at 4 p.m. and right now it's more active in the after hours of the stock market. There's a lot of people can't fathom the fact that you're dropping 3, 4, 500 points, and then by the time it opens it's back up to zero and it drops back down. It's so volatile right now because of what's going on in our world, and it's a really, really sketchy time that we're in. And remember, history repeats itself. Yeah, truth. A lot of people have college debt. I know. I'm so happy my college tuition is all paid for, and I was in that for 10 years for paying for my schooling to have my job that I have. Yeah, true. Yeah, Matt, John. I don't even do the Christmas thing. We get the kids gifts throughout the year. Um, all I used to work in retail for a while, and I know how the system works and how they jack up prices and stuff like that for the holidays because everybody needs to get something. So it's just crazy. And then when they say they're giving you a Christmas sale, it's not. Yes, Andy. I've been praying for your sister, and I hope that everything is continuously going well with you. And I'm so sorry to hear about all the deaths in your family. You know, there's the other thing that I just heard recently that I don't know if anybody has heard. Um, I was hoping some of those people that I have that are in Canada will be popping in and let me know. But there's some rumor going around that the government in Canada is going to outlaw the purchase of gold and silver. They're going to take it if you do purchase gold and silver. They want to come in and take your gold and silver and then arrest you. I can't confirm that at all. I just, as like I said, I heard it on news radio. But that would be pretty crappy situation there because you got to remember gold and silver is not the debt system. It's a monetary system. It's physical, and it's going to be coming back. Yeah, Fred. Yeah, the whole Christmas giving thing. You know, kids need something, we get it for them. You know, that's how it works. Games and toys and stuff. It's always a funny thing when it gets to Christmas time. I always had this thing as you know, Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and all this other stuff that comes up with the holidays, and I really I kind of hated it when my parents lied to me, telling me that there was a Santa Claus and telling me that there was an Easter Bunny. So I didn't really want to turn around and lie to my kids and say, you know, there's this fake person that comes down the chimney and gives presents. So we don't do that. And then when if you look up the scriptures in the Bible, you know, I celebrate the birth of Christ and I celebrate that kind of stuff, but the other things I try to stay away from. Hey Dylan, how's it going there? Great to see you. Happy New Year to you too. Hope this year's the new year will be full of rewarding and gifts and fulfillment. Yeah, Fred, you know, how can you look into your child's eye and physically lie to him for 10 years and then when he's old enough you say, oh, sorry, there's no Santa Claus, there's no Easter Bunny. It's proving, you know, if a child is going to look at that and say, well, my dad lied to me, why can't I do that? And it just doesn't seem right. Yeah. I hope so there, Dylan. I hope it is a good year for you. Yep, truth. Parents go into debt to just you know, to please their child, and you know, I've seen and I've heard stories of people that went into debt and lost their house and their vehicles and everything else because they couldn't afford to pay the house payment, but they go and spend $1,000 on each child. And my opinion is wouldn't the kid rather have a home and food and roof over their head and clothes than some of these high dollar items? Yep, Sandy, same here. we celebrate the birth of Christ, and we celebrate Christ and you know, the gift that He gave us. Yeah, Fred. You know, I found my presents. I think it was probably 10 or so that were from Santa that were in the back of a closet, and that's when I found out. And I was really actually really hurt that my parents would sit there and lie to me for 10 years and tell me all this stuff. Um, and they think it's an innocent lie. Well, a lie's a lie. A child doesn't understand an innocent lie versus a white lie or this and that. All it does is make a child a liar. Well, that is awesome, Permafarm. Congratulations and all the best. And yeah, babies are wonderful. Especially on the farm and doing stuff around. It's a great time. I just hope that you know, we can have a couple more nice years and the weather's nice. It's very strange to have these temperatures here in northern Wisconsin that we're having and literally no snow. It's kind of funky. Not used to it. I'm gonna pop up my chat box here. Like I said, guys, make sure you turn your stuff to live chat and not top chat, so you can have the most up to date. Yeah, Fred, wouldn't that be? Well, do you ever think about that? What you would do if you could keep your knowledge that you have now and go back to middle school or whatever and start over? Hey, Uber, good to see you, brother. How is everything up there in Michigan? We have very little snow here, Uber. I actually can still see grass all over the place. Absolutely, truth. Amen to that. You know, if you ever look in the New Testament and everything else, when Jesus talks about things, he talks about one thing in particular very strongly, and that is to love one another. The biggest gift that you can give to someone is to love them. They don't understand what love is, you know, not a sexual thing or an immoral thing, but to truly love a brother or sister, to do that, that is the best present you can give anyone. Uber, cold and snow. Yeah, we don't have hardly anything here. It's such a weird thing, too. Usually we have snow, so which is going to hurt the economy up here too, because this is big snowmobile country. So yeah, guys, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It does help the channel out. I forgot about that. Thank you very much there, sports fan. I always forget to do that. Yeah, the truth is that the weather is just screwy. There's people, you know, in the southern states that are getting snow, and up here where we normally get snow, it's very little. I'm not complaining, that's for sure. Yeah, Mikey, no snow is good snow. Yeah, Yooper, I'm not complaining either. Thanks, Fred. Kick the like button, yeah. Yeah, it's you know, and they're gonna say this is global warming and everything else, and the truth to this whole thing is that the sun is doing weird things. You have the polar shift that has been going on, and the sunspots are getting colder and colder. They're not. He's going into that solar minimum era. Um, but if that was the case, I should be seeing a lot more snow than stuff that I see in a lot of cold weather. I just hope it doesn't happen in the springtime like it did last year. That would not be fun. Yeah, truth. YouTube does a lot of things here. They're a business. They try to make money off of this, and I told myself a long time ago that I'm not going to get rich off of YouTube. So that's why, with me working as much as I have, that's what pays my bills. But I'm so glad to see you, Sandy. I was worried, and you're keeping you in my thoughts and my prayers the whole time, and I've been just pounding, pounding, pounding the overtime. It was kind of funny. I started in October, and by the end of November, I had over 260 hours of just overtime. That doesn't count the normal 40-hour a week. But working the 10, 12 hours a day, it was getting old fast. Yeah, truth. Yeah, they try to get everything they can. That's for good. And there's gonna be a lot of changes. You guys don't know that Google Hangouts is going to be going bye bye. I heard that here recently. So they're going to push you towards Zoom, Snipe, or Skype, um, that kind of stuff. So just so you get a heads up, if you guys do use Google Hangouts, you're going to have to find an alternative way. Yeah, I bet it does there, Mikey. Making wood and pays more than YouTube. You're so welcome, Sandy. I'm just glad that you're here and you're with us. And I'm sorry I've been away so long. It's just yeah, I know we missed you. I missed you guys too. It's just I have to give something that has to give. And like I said, work pays the bills. And there's been so much stuff going on and drama and things like that. And I think it was a blessing from God that I was pulled to work, and like it was, it just works in mysterious ways. Yeah, true. Jesus was a woodworker too. And we're over the hump now, so now every day we can gain 30 seconds more, so we get longer and longer because the shortest day of the year was here. Dylan, I haven't been on since October. I think I did a couple there, a couple here and there as far as live streams, but I've been so busy. You're talking truth. You're talking about like the 4G or 5G or whatever they're talking about now. That's one thing nice about living in the Northwoods here. We're probably 10 years behind technology, and I'm hoping it stays that way. They say that 4G or whatever it is, 5G or whatever, um, it's supposed to be so much better, but it does hurt you. Yeah, Dylan, me too. Yeah, Wi-Fi. Yep. Hey, you Pagmo, first live stream for me watching you. Well, thanks so much for joining us. He came over from Mystic Angels channel. They're giving a live stream for Fireman CV's birthday. So thank you so much for stopping by. There it is, Truth. Yeah, 5G. Yeah, it's weaponizing. So here, Pack Mule, you can see some of the things that he was talking about. I do things a little bit different. As far, and all I'm running is OBS too. So guys, go over there and check out Pack Mule. If you do like what you see, and please give them a sub. They're at 1.2 from Seattle. He likes the Game of Thrones, Star Wars, and every. So go and check out their channel. Yeah, Parma Farm. I used to. It's kind of funny that you say that because my family is originally from Wisconsin. They all moved to Arizona, and when I was in the military, I was stationed in South Carolina and Kentucky, all over the place. And I just, man, the heat down there and the how people are and stuff like that. But I gotta say, when I was down in Kentucky, in that area there in Louisville, some of the most considerate, loving people, caregiving. And here you're talking about a guy from the Northwoods. I'm thinking, I'm going to go down to Kentucky. All they're going to be is barefoot, no teeth, walking around with straw hats. I was totally blown away on how actually they were. And it's one of my places that I still hold dear to my heart. It's a beautiful place down there. Yeah, late night with Rolling Homestead. Yeah, yeah, Dylan. We do things with the different stages. I've got a bunch of different ones here, and like to change it up. My partner in crime is probably cutting firewood or taking a nap, so don't know where he's at. No, I was in the United States government there, Truth. I was in the regular army. Truth. There's so many different things that you can, and my original plan said sometime here, if I wasn't working so much, as I was going to go through and show people. If you guys have not gone and check out Fireman CV, he does wonderful things about helping people get to where they want on YouTube to be able to use OBS to its full potential. I only use OBS, and what you're seeing is strictly OBS. So there's a lot of things that you can do, and it makes it really interesting. That's somebody 2-pack mule I gotta go see. I haven't seen Andrew in a long time, so hopefully here these next 2 days I can stop in and see everybody and stop in and say hi. They've been away too long. Hopefully this new year will give me a chance, a little bit more free time, and being able to do stuff. Yeah, Truth Media, they don't. It's kind of funny. I heard talk radio the other day that the mainstream media is going downhill, and people are turning more to YouTube to get to the truth, and people that want to support channels that are actually putting out the truth are looking more towards YouTube. So the mainstream media are having a hard time paying their bills because of that. Yeah, they don't report a lot of that truth. 20% of what is actually done overseas is reported, and it's all put through a filter before it is reported. So I think CNN, Fox News, all these different outlets at some point have to be put through a filter before they can broadcast anything. So I can't see how that is considered true media or true truth. So yep, Sandy, you got to do what you got to do. Don't forget, guys, too, if you haven't already, like Truth says, go ninja kick the thumbs up button. And don't forget to share the live stream. Tweet it out. Hey, that's what I forgot to do. Maybe that's my problem. Here, let's do some of this stuff here. I forgot to share this. So we will go through here and kick some... I forgot all. It's been so long since I've been on that I forgot to do all that stuff, which I usually do. If you can, don't forget, guys, tweet it out. Give me a second here. I am so bad at remembering stuff. There we go. Hey Daniel, thanks for joining us. Great to see you. Yep, don't forget that that's another YouTube trick, is don't forget when you're on these live streams to change them over to live chat. It does make a huge, huge difference. We'll see if that helped. I totally forgot to tweet it out and to send invites. Hey, you're absolutely welcome, John. I'm glad I could help, and that's what I'm here for. You know, I told myself a long time ago, I'm not the person that's gonna get rich off of YouTube, and I'm here to help everybody else out, because I fought through the trenches and the lines to get where I was at and to figure out things on my own. I was lucky enough to have Merle come by and give me a hand on the software and setting up my new systems and stuff like that, and pretty much getting the studio up to where I was capable of running it. And a lot of people can't do that, but OBS has an opportunity for being free and pretty much, if you got a decent camera and a decent mic, you can do a really good live stream. And it, like I said, Fireman CV has a lot more in-depth things on your settings and things like that that you guys would benefit a lot for checking out. And I'm sure tonight there's gonna be a lot of the probably New Year's Eve celebrations on live streams and stuff like that. And I'm gonna go and spend some time with my son, and I don't know what we're gonna do. We don't do the whole New Year's thing and watching a ball drop, so hey Walter, great to see you, brother. Haven't seen you in a long time. We got ourselves a new Great Dane Pit Bull pup. Yeah, it's just over a year old, and just broke over 100 pounds, and he's full of energy. Yep, John, it's Fireman CV is his YouTube channel name, and he does great tutorials on how to use YouTube and stuff like that. And for those that don't, a lot of you guys are here now. I'm going to say it again. Sybil, I just found out like 2 weeks ago, so it could have been even longer than that, had a heart attack, and she's going through some rough times, so please keep her in your prayers, and hopefully everything comes through and we can have her sister back. I hope she's doing well. Like I said, all I got was an email to let me know. So, Sister Sandy K went through some rough times here through the fall and early part of winter here also. So she is still one of us that we're praying for. Yeah, Walter, he's an awesome dog. It's just totally different than my other one. My other one is a Black Lad German Shepherd. So yeah, he's full of the energy, that's for sure. He's already towering over my other dog, so, and I still can't figure out how they got that mixed, but pretty cool dog. Tell you one thing, Fred, I don't think I want to be on a receiving end of that one though. Pit Bull and Great Dane. Yeah, let me see if I can get you that link. If you can, John, go onto my homepage, and in my friends list, Fireman CV is right there. So if you go to my homepage on YouTube, he is right there. I'm going to put the link in here for those that are looking. Where's my chat? There we go. And that's the thing, is there's a lot of people out there that will give you great information, and then there's a few people out there also that like to, I don't want them to do better than me, so I'm gonna kind of mess them up. So I was actually shocked. He's actually Fred, he's smaller than a normal Great Dane is, I guess you could say, but he's only, we're guessing, around a year old, and he's well over 100 pounds already. So and the muscle structure is just amazing. So, If we had some snow, we'd take Hunter and tie Coda up with harness on there and let him pull around on a sled, but there's no snow, so. But it's crazy to watch him when he jumps on the couch and he can tip the whole couch back and the wall catches it, and he's just funny. Yep, Sandy God is amazing. But that was the thing, is I wanted, you know, dogs are great deterrents for people trying to do whatever they want to do, and when you got two big half horses running around, people tend to just stay away. They can be the most loving, caring dogs, and just size does matter, and it can be a great intimidation. But the problem with Great Danes is they don't know their size, and they think they're lap dogs, and they think they can fit into small places. That's the problem with Great Danes, is they have no clue. I think so there, Walter. He does have the big floppy ears and he's got the pit face, but he's got the head of the Great Dane and the face of the face of pit bulls and Great Danes. They got the flappy mouths and everything like that, and it's kind of funny because Mama didn't really want a drooly dog. Well, when you start to feed him, the faucet turns on, and he's got these big long stalactites hanging there. And because I wanted to get a bull mastiff, and she didn't want that big drooly thing. So, but we got a big drooly thing anyway. So, yeah, Daniel, there's the other thing I was going to tell you guys is a lot of the new thing, or there's a lot of videos out on YouTube land about Tesla, and they're making the mini Tesla coils. A lot of the free energy out of magnet energy. There's all that out there. Guys are running these magnets with wrapping copper around the coil, and you can stick a light bulb between them, and it lights up. So there's a lot of these different things that have been coming out on YouTube land that I've been seeing lately, and it's worth checking out. The other thing I want to talk about with these guys that are in here is go check out LifeStraw. If you have a deep well and you're looking for ways to extract water from your well, you will not be disappointed with the LifeStraw for deep wells. Really good invention, and seems to work really good. So. Yeah, truth. I could not have three of these big monsters in the house. They would tear my house apart. Yeah, truth. There's so many things out there right now where you're seeing these times are getting closer and closer, and it's getting rougher and rougher. And I hope and pray that people open up their eyes and they listen and start to, change their ways, follow Christ, and learn who their Father is, because no matter what it is, you got to remember that our Lord and Savior is one of our biggest preps. So that's the closest thing that you want to keep to your heart and your mind, is Him. Yeah, Walter, I've been checking that out a lot. There's a lot of cool things on there. But some of the magnets that these guys need to use are just gigantic, and I just can imagine that they're probably pretty pricey. But you think about it, the best prep for electricity and stuff like that is get used to not. Yeah, Sandy, open the heart. Yep. Don't get dependent on electricity, and that's where a lot of us are gonna fall short. Is that we're so dependent in this day and age on electricity. Well, I truly hope, Sandy, that people start to wake up and learn and to understand that there's a right way and there's a wrong way. There's a left, there's a right. There's good and there's evil. And in this world, evil is now good and good is now evil. It has totally flip-flopped in our society. And us that follow Christ are getting pushed further and further away and becoming the people that are being thought after and sorted out because of our faith in Christ. So yeah, Walter, that's, Tesla died today. He went nuts, and you think about it, being around all the microwaves and electricity as much as he was, even though he lived to be in the, I think in his late 80s or early 80s, he lived a long life for back then. But he was microwaving himself, I think, on a daily basis. You got to remember, Tesla wanted to give the world free energy, and the guys from the electric company that found out about it didn't want to do that. So today, they're using Tesla's technology and getting free electricity and charging us for it. It's a terrible, terrible thing, is what the power of money, you know, it's the root of all evil. So yeah, Walter, yeah, you gotta playing with electricity is a deadly, deadly thing. Myself, I don't like electricity. I was zapped too many times as a kid from an electric fencer, so I don't. I don't I don't like electricity. Like playing with it. But there's a lot of good things out there that are really, with the different changes in the, you have wind, you have solar, you have all these different options that you can use now to help you out. But making yourself less dependent on electricity, I think, is the best way. So I got about another 10 minutes before we're gonna eat dinner here. So guys, I want to thank you guys all so much for joining me for the short time that I was on here, and I do miss all you guys, and I wish I could be back on, but be patient. I will be back at some point with all the work that we do, mostly for the military and stuff like that. Um, it's got to end sometime. Can't keep going like it's going. But I want to thank each and every one of you for being a solid subscriber to our channel and being part of our family here in the homestead. It means so much to us, and I miss you guys all. So you guys all, please take care of yourself. Be safe in the holidays, and remember those that are less fortunate. Please keep Sister Sandy Kay in prayer and Sister Sybil, so that they can. Sandy's back with us, and I just want to keep her that way. So you guys all are wonderful people, and I want to thank you so much. And you guys take care, be safe, and God bless.